Tonight on the South Today, the future of Dunedin's George Street is once again debated by city councillors, with things getting heated. A Taieri farmer with a warning for dog owners after finding a sheep mauled on her Silverstream property. And fleece flies in Balclutha as Otago's best shearers sweated out in the sheds for bragging rights and the crown. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. Dunedin's contentious George Street redevelopment turned up the heat today as Dunedin City councillors had it back on their agenda at a committee meeting. Tensions were high as councillors were asked to vote on a report on the project's future flexibility, which proved divisive.
The new George Street one-way block is calm enough to relax in, but discussions around its future are anything but. Arguments were rife between Dunedin City councillors today as they met as part of the wider Infrastructure Services Committee, with two senior members struggling to see eye to eye.
Yes.
Well, then I'm overruling it because I don't see the irrelevance in what he was saying. He has a right to express opinion, and I really want to draw your attention. I want to draw your attention to the next point, the next standing order 25.3. Expressing a difference of opinion or contradicting a statement by a previous speaker does not contradict a point of order.
Chairman Jim O'Malley overruled Mayor Jules Raddick's point of order more than once as the discussion around George Street's potential future hit fever pitch. The committee was divided into members who argued future-proofing the project by adding flexibility was better late than never, while others wanted the revamp to continue as previously decided. Mayor Raddick says he wants the council to ensure other options are available in the future.
It's not calling for a change right now from one-way to two-way. What the report is calling for is a relatively small investigation into the options for flexibility.
Construction is already underway on the 3 George Street blocks, with staff advising revisiting the design could cause construction delays and millions of dollars. The committee accepted the report from staff, seemingly ending the George Street debate.
The chances of stopping it to go back and do the consultation process that we've done before, because you weren't there when the consultation process was done, in my opinion, is false economy.
But the debate wasn't over. Mayor Raddick submitting a notice of motion for staff to provide more information on potential options for the project. That motion was voted down 9 votes to 8, potentially putting an end to the George Street redesign discussion for now. In Dunedin, the South Today.
The Matoda Rodeo drew in big crowds at the weekend as families watched local riders showcasing their skills and the quality of their horses. Spectators brought their chairs and sun hats along to watch the action in the arena on Saturday as riders prepared themselves to canter around the paddock for this year's rodeo. But the fun wasn't just in the arena, with plenty of classic Kiwi kai on offer, along with entertainment including a bouncy castle and slide for families. And while organisers admit some may have headed down to Invercargill for the Burt Munro event held over the same weekend, the Matoda Rodeo still attracted around 1,000 people. A Taieri farmer is reminding dog owners to keep their animals on a leash near farms after one of her sheep was mauled to death. Belinda Horn discovered her dead ewe on her property next to the Silverstream and warns farmers can legally shoot people's trespassing pets if concerned about their stock safety.
Belinda Horn ensuring her freshly shorn livestock are well fed. The Taieri farmer came across the remains of one of her ewes which was killed while grazing on the west bank of the Silverstream, and Horn believes someone's animal was responsible. Horn came across the badly injured sheep while doing her daily checks and had to put the animal down.
So we went down and had a look, and eventually we found her, and she was just terribly mauled. It was just dreadful.
Horn is adamant the sheep was killed by someone's pet, as a wild dog would have continued attacking the stock. It's not the first time she's had livestock killed. 9 of her sheep were killed in 2021 by 2 pig dogs. However, she was shocked her animal was abandoned to slowly die.
The other thing that's so awful about it is the fact that they left that badly mauled sheep there to suffer until we found her. And that's just not on. And if people can't control their dogs, they should have them on a lead all the way along there, not just running free.
Horn wants to remind pet owners to keep their dogs on leads when walking near farms to protect all animals' safety. She's warning farmers are entitled to shoot animals which threaten their property. In Dunedin, the South Today.
The fleece was flying and the competition was hot over the weekend at the Otago Shearing Champs in Balclutha. The hills were looking dry at competition venue Carter Hope Estate as shearers and wool handlers battled it out together in the heat.
Touching up the blades ahead of a big day of competitive shearing. Carter Hope Estate, south of Balclutha, played host to this year's Otago Shearing Championships. 73 shearers took part over the weekend, including competitors from Australia and the UK, cheered on by a vocal, supportive crowd.
It's a massive wool shed, 8 stands, we've got 6 of them going flat out, and we're fair mowing through the sheep right at the moment.
The New Zealand Wool Handling Championships ran alongside the shearing, described as just as exciting to watch these expert handlers in action.
This is adrenaline pumping stuff. This is when you start seeing the wool flying over the tables, the wool handlers are skipping around, flicking their brooms, and the crowd starts getting off their chairs and roaring.
13-time champion wool handler Joe Hanare from Gisborne won the National Open Wool Handling Trophy. Meanwhile, the Open Shearing title went to Northland's Toa Henderson, with a number of Southland shearers placing well in the younger age brackets. In Balclutha, the South Today.
Whaiakane still to come on the South Today. Alexandra's bowling green heats up in a friendly fundraising tournament, and a Central Southland sports event racks up another solid day as it closes in on a 125-year celebration.
All new episodes of Put Some Colour in Your Life are now screening on Channel 39. Take a look at Australian artists and the techniques they use in their studio. Put Some Colour in Your Life, Tuesdays, 7:30.
Spark your joy with jazz, the next generation from Honda.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Hi, we're Age Concern Otago.
Age Concern Otago hosts a multitude of social activities, including little bowls.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Lawn bowls teams from across central Otago made their way to Alexandra over the weekend for a charity day on the green. The annual fundraising tournament offers a chance for friendly rivals from around the region to catch up and test their skills for a good cause.
A full house at the Alexandra District Bowls Club, as old friends and new catch up between matches at the annual fundraising tournament. 12 teams from across central Otago took part in the match, challenging each other in teams of 4 to raise funds for a local charity.
And we're raising money for Parkinson's, the Alexandra branch of Parkinson's, and we expect to raise somewhere over $2,000.
The organising committee choose a different charity each year and always enjoy strong support from the local community.
For many bowlers, it's also an important chance to connect with friends from further afield.
I can go to Queenstown, Wanaka, Hawea, Roxburgh, anywhere around, and I know people there. It's just through bowls. Because in a tournament like this, there's 3 games, so you meet 12 different people.
The Alexandra District Club say it's a great chance to connect with new members. Organisers claim a charity raffle with good prizes from local businesses is the key to a successful fundraiser. In Alexandra, the South Today.
Winton families were able to trade in their raincoats for sunscreen on Saturday as sunny weather came out for the annual Browns Sports Day. This was the 124th year of the Browns Domain event, where the focus isn't on professional athletes competing, but on friendly rivalry between friends and family. There was a wide range of activities for people to compete in, from cycling to family relays, and even riders being pulled along by dogs. For the kids, there was water slides and a bouncy castle, or even the chance to try out a future career by having a go at being a firefighter. Gate sales helped contribute to the prizes given out over the day, with organisers aiming to put some funds aside for the event's 125th celebrations next year. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. A debate got heated at a council committee meeting, with a push for a more flexible George Street narrowly voted down. Taieri farmer Belinda Horn is warning dog owners to keep their pets on a leash after finding a sheep mauled in her paddock. And there was plenty of heat in the shed at the Otago shearing champs in Balclutha, with wool handlers also competing for top awards. All time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, with a national state of emergency declared earlier today, the south still gets off relatively lightly compared to our northern neighbours. Instead, easterly airflow onto the Otago region will bring some rain to the coasts, but fine weather inland. Heading to the top of the South Island, Nelson can expect gusty southeasterlies with 19 tomorrow. Greymouth's warm and very windy with 25, while Christchurch can expect a cooler 16 degrees with rain and strong southwesterlies. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Rain right the way through here tomorrow. For Ashburton, 16 and strong southwesterlies. 19 in Timaru with fresh southerlies, and more wet and windy weather again, 19 and southeasterlies in Oamaru. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, all cloudy with southeasterlies through here tomorrow. By numbers, it's 19 neat for Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra. Heading further south, some clouds scattered across the skies through here tomorrow with moderate to fresh southeasterlies. Expect 21 degrees in both Balclutha and Gore and 17 in the Catlins. And down to the deep south. Fine and cool tonight in Invercargill, dropping down to 8 degrees. Now the next 2 days should be fine with southeasterlies and some high cloud. Expect highs of 19 degrees on both Wednesday and Thursday. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Cloudy with 12 as the overnight low. Midweek tomorrow, it's looking cloudy with southeasterlies first up, then overcast with some afternoon showers and fresh winds before rain, the high 19 degrees. Into Thursday, cloud cover with rain and fresh to strong cool southerlies throughout an overcast day, reaching 16 as the high. And that's the news this Tuesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite popo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.